video. So I was on the way home a minute ago and I was listening to this video. Hold on one second. Oh, my face been so oily. Okay, so I was watching this video, right? About I think it was titled something like "They Can't Win Without I think I need to open that window. Do I? No, I'm gonna leave it closed. Okay. So it was "They Can't Win Without Zion." Okay. And I noticed, I was just trying to, I was listening to it. I couldn't listen to the whole thing. I probably listened to about 10 minutes or something like that. But I noticed that this person, they really, avid or whatever in the scripture or whatever. Again, I don't agree with, cherry picking and going from chapter to chapter. Because like I told y'all before, precept upon precept isn't that to me. Precept upon precept to me spiritually is being able to, prove these points using different elements or whatever, okay? And again, when we're talking, hold on one second.
You want to play?
Okay. So, yeah, precept upon precept could be that too, or whatever. But again, I don't like to go around because if we're in 2 Kings, we're talking about what's going on in 2 Kings. Now, not to say it couldn't be correlating what's going on in Isaiah, but again, that can confuse and contaminate. And people like to do this, I think, because it kind of like drives in a point, but it really doesn't. Because again, usually in the beginning of a chapter in the biblical text is going to tell you who we're talking to, why, when they're talking to them. You know what I'm saying? If God was talking, if the Lord God is talking, if it was a son of this person talking, it's going to tell you what key examples you need to know in the beginning of that chapter. So that's the reason why I don't agree with why pastors and why people do that. But again, to each his own, we do it different over here. Okay? Wow, the Lover's card. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and look at something because something he was standing out. He was trying to make a real good point on being an athlete. All right. So I wanted to say, okay, if we're talking about athleticism, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what we're talking about so we can know what we're really talking about. Okay. So we got the little trusty, dusty, because I don't use it no more. My daughter uses it. Okay. Wait, I don't want y'all seeing what my password is. Okay. I'm doing a video. Amaya is supposed to be watching her. Okay, just take her back in there or whatever. I'm doing something. So, again, like I said, I want to make a point about being an athlete, okay? Because he was saying, this is how strong and physically this, and he was a man, and he just had dreadlocks, and he was a black man, and he was this and that, and he was strong, and, but let's look at what athletes, because I think I see Denzel say something. Ow, shoot. Y'all, my nails so long, they be breaking down to the white meat, like they fake. And so I got to be careful. It's a little piece right here that's all the way broken in the middle, so it hurts. But anyways, so again, how he slew and how he did this. So, like I said, I want to go ahead and look at what we're really talking about when we're talking about athleticism. Because Denzel said something about running in place. Like you can run in place. Like, I don't know, he was saying something about agility. Okay. And I can't remember exactly but it was kind of like a point being made, but I kind of would have said it different. But it's kind of like, what I'm saying? Just because you're being somewhat active doesn't mean you always have to be moving. You can be still. You know what I'm saying? He said you can be still and run in place and not get nowhere or something like this. I kind of agree with that part. But also I feel like, again, when it comes to centering yourself and going there, there's something about somebody that can be sitting in one spot and move mountains. It's almost like telepathic energy, or it's almost like manifesting. It's almost like that particular type of power. Right? Where, again, you would think that people would be able to make these moves spiritually or whatever, politically, from certain sectors in the country or things like this. But no one is thinking that a feminine energy can be a mountains, regardless of the fact of what anybody's saying. The mountains that are talked about mainly, again, in my eyes, are normally women, okay? The mountainous energies, these are women, or again, those who had joined with the angels that fell or whatnot and birthed babies or had babies. This is also talking about building nations or tribes, okay? This is talking about tribal energy, sexual immoralities, because sometimes these men were building with whoever they wanted to. It was like a free-for-all or something like this, okay? But again, what am I trying to say? Usually these mountainous energies are women or something or it could be a masculine energy in his feminine, a masculine in his feminine energy, whatever. But these are talking about particular people. Zion will be talking about a group or a person. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to look at that. And then I was also thinking about the fact that it's shaped like a pyramid, okay? Or the fact that they're shaped like a beehive. You know what I'm saying? Or a mound or something like this. But it doesn't matter, again, in a sense, if you're trying to cut off the cornerstone or the head of it, it makes no sense. And see, you can replace somebody or place somebody else there, but it's just, like I said, whatever they're doing, I feel like people are trying to go around the fact that nations or a nation in general as this whole landmass, okay, we're talking about royal bloodlines and these particular anointed ones, the ones that are chosen, and cast out. The ones that are anointed by God, it's their birthright to be leaders, natural born leaders, to have the people come and join with them to build. But again, in a sense, sons of men came in as plants and they involved themselves into these things, okay? And then they ended up cutting off some of the children of God and replacing them with children of men. So again, this type of agility you might look at as different, let's say the tarot community. All right, there's women that throw out these videos all day long with the signs and stuff like that. But a lot of times this is about, you know, maybe you about to get a job, you about to get a car, you about to get a raise at work, you know, your man is cheating and this and that and that, right? So there's a difference. Those are hills and valleys or peaks. All right, we talking about the mountainous energies is the ones that got a higher scope. It may even be like, again, I'm hearing something about, like, again, something came in my feed about the mist of the mountain. All right, something came in about the mist of the mountain. And I don't know what, maybe by the end of the day, you know, usually it takes some time for some of these things, especially with me just getting the message out right here, me being a loner, somebody's doing this on my own with maybe keynotes from, you know what I'm saying, the ancestors, angels, and guides, you know what I'm saying, building this from the ground up by myself, you know what I'm saying, being self-taught. So it's I feel like it's a difference because a lot of these groups are together, they have these large followings, you know what I'm saying, again, it would be an energy in 2022 where they would be able to mess with your algorithm, keep your numbers low, you know, so people can come and feed off your information, but not necessarily exalt you naturally with the type of information that you're pumping out. Because again, you could get, it's about quality rather than quantity, okay? All right? It's about what are these women, you know, because again, it may be a dunghill if all these women do is gossip and worry about material things. You see what I'm saying? Okay, they don't know how to dig in the ground, in the soil. They don't know how to do, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to grow nothing really naturally, okay? Because I feel like there's this whole energy about Xing out or trying to make the Empress look some kind of way. Like she's not a whole mothership. Like she's not a whole commander-in-chief for her whole fucking energy right here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what people are trying to do. So when it's talking about athletes or strength and agility, it don't always have to do with constant movement. It could also be the mechanisms of the mind. You see what I'm saying? And that's what makes somebody a mountainous individual. You know what I'm saying? Is there's a difference. Like, just is. So let's see what athletes mean, okay? Because again, now I'm telling you that this is what's happening, and so we better be careful when we're talking about this energy. Now, I did see what he was saying, something about Judah and Zion couldn't be separated. But I feel like that is because of sorcery or something like this. Because if we think about it, you know, what I'm seeing, and it also is having a little bit of a Muslim or Islamic energy. Because if you really read through the text, you'll notice parts of the text that are really not so-called Christian. Okay, I don't really use those terms, but I'm just saying it's not of God, it's more Allah. So again, I do separate the two. You could say it however you want to say it, but again, we're talking about Allah. We're talking about, to me, I separate that as the Islamic or Muslim fashion or form. When we're talking about God or source or Christ and all this, okay? And Jesus, we're talking about the Bible, obviously. We're talking about Muhammad and them, okay? We're talking about the Quran. So, you know, that's just like I said, I just want to make a little pointer of that because I see and I sense the movement of the Islam energy growing in the north, okay? The Moorish energy growing in the north, okay? That crescent energy or the crescendo energy growing in the north. So, that reign or rule in the north, okay? Even in Canada, I feel like it's something that's, what the heck? I forgot the code. Hold on. We could also be talking about jinn energy, magic, sorcery, things that are done in the dark, things that are done under the moon, laws and lies. These things, these people start to go to those people for their for accolades, or to go to these particular people to find out how they can put certain people down. And most of the time, it was the lions. So even if we're talking about the Lion of Judah, but then again, we're talking about Judah and Zion, and we're talking about killing lions. I'm gonna go back and listen to that 10 minutes that I listened to again. But I'm just saying, if this is the case, you know, it's almost like these lions would say, if you can't beat them, join them. But this was really about land grabbing. This was just really about monetary gain and things like this, okay? Again, if it's not built on some type of integrity or some type of other substance, it will fall. A little mess or a little bit of wind. You know, they said that Biden didn't go and speak to the oil companies. He went and talked to the wind. If I'm getting wind of certain energy here, see what I'm saying? Because again, there is this energy of this conductor energy, right? But the train is off the tracks right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling like this might be also the noise. Like I said, when we're talking about the tarot community, you have those people that do that, and then you have somebody that's totally set apart or goes against the grain that does what I do to prove that the Torah is in the tarot and so on. So that gives these people a platform to be safe and go on and do what they're doing, possibly, depending on who's listening, okay? Without being bothered. But it also, at the same time, could be contaminating the energy here, because if they're now hiding my information and allowing these women to take my information and to disperse it in their own unique way, adding their own energy into it, it takes away from the Christ energy. It waters down the Yeshua or the Christ energy. If we're talking Muhammad, we're talking Muhammad. If we're talking, I look at them equally, right? And if we're talking Jesus or Yeshua, we're talking Jesus and Yeshua. So again, we have to be careful with these writings, because a lot of this stuff that's why the Quran and the Bible are so close to each other. A lot of people say that there's a lot of similarities there, because we are talking a lot about that energy in the Bible. It just is, okay? So again, it's saying an athlete is a wrestler. An athlete, it says combatant in public games. So we're saying let the games begin. We're talking Hunger Games. We're talking about divergent energy. We're talking about basketball or playing hoops, right? We're talking about this energy of this competitive sport. These females competing, you know what I'm saying, for a position that's already been settled. But I guess somebody thinks it's cute and fun to act like somebody is competing for a position here. And this would be, again, the playbook or something like this, or people playing games or playing each other or whatever the fuck it would be, all right? So again, this is talking about somebody that is a combatant in public games. So if I'm here and I'm getting wind of something, and then I'm speaking on that, and then I'm, you know, falling back, you know, resting or whatever, because again, being a seer, oracle energy, or a psychic or whatever, a medium, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like, this is why a lot of people talk maybe about my energy, that they're being nosy and spying in. It ain't none of their business anyway. But again, they don't understand the makings and the mechanisms of the mind of the Empress. Also, with so many people pulling on her energy, or even being compartmentalized, okay, that is also taking away and draining her energy. And then you have a masculine energy, which would be an emperor energy that could sit. That's why they were saying when they looked again, the Father was sitting in heaven, okay? All right, or sitting in on the, or they'll tell someone, go into the mount with your fathers. Again, this is talking about the dome, or again, if we want to say Zion was the largest, I don't know. There's other times when I feel like there's another mountainous energy I can't remember off the top of my head right now that's also large. But again, that would be talking about people coming into your dome or your mind space and being able to see what you see, to tap into what you're doing. This might be, again, why these masculine energies can be 2 steps ahead of me, because it's almost like I'm centered down as that capital dome, right? or even that pentagon energy that will be on the head of that seraphim, or that sphinx that was on top of that world card that we just looked at. Okay, I mean the Ezekiel's wheel, or the wheel of fortune. Okay, so again, if we're looking at it in that essence, somebody is, or in that essence, somebody that is a hat. That is like, again, it also makes me think about that lioness energy as being a feminine energy or a masculine energy, with this mechanism on their head where people can view what they're doing. It's the same thing as Venus. When you see those clay moldings of her, she's usually has these knots and stuff all around her head. Now, at one point in time, I thought it was her hair, but when I noticed that the knots were coming all the way down to the middle of her face and going all around her head, it made me think about a coliseum, or people watching or having a view on what's going on in that woman's mind. So again, we have to look at it in at this aspect. Are some of these masculine energies, or these gods, using usury, okay, in order to manipulate or to attack the mental of one individual, using an army or tactical group or field of people in order to do this, right? Okay, and if the Empress doesn't want to be subdued, because the Empress is all, the Empress is everything. You see what I'm saying? All right. So again, in ancient antiquities, if we want to take it back, if you don't want to take it back, you don't have to. But I'm just saying, when we're talking about this original energy, feminine energy had more power than these men. This is why, again, it's really not their strength and agility all the time. It's the women that they're communicating with, or they're in contact with. Right? And if someone can be disregarded or defiled or shown in a sense naked, showing her nakedness, or doing something like this with their spy energy and stuff that they have today, then that can take her off the market. So women supporting this kind of shit, I don't understand. I never will, but okay. All right. So again, obviously it has something to do with wand energy. Okay. Like I said, I noticed that a masculine energy probably, there was this woman, right, that lived across the street from me when me and Taurus were going out in the beginning of our relationship, okay? And it just so happens that, and my best friend lived next door. So it just so happens, I feel like what this is an overthrow of this Empress, and somebody's going to use possibly that friend, you know what I'm saying, to try to birth a nation over me, all right? Whole time, I'm not noticing that all these people are wolf in sheep's clothing that have been around me my whole entire life. Right, the odd man out, the black sheep, that kind of energy, the love bombing, and when it comes to love and war, the love bombing and breadcrumbing of information, what I'm saying, coming into the Empress here, okay? The attacking on her mood or her energy or whatever, none of that shit matters to me about what nobody think. A lot of these women just want to be in this position, in this particular position, all right? But they wouldn't even know what to do with it if they had it, okay? So when we're talking about this energy, this lady used to live across the street or whatever, and I noticed I marked them as a devil energy, okay? And she's the one that, kind of was hating on me in this masculine. I always wondered why. Every time she'd be looking when he picked me up. Now, she had a daughter around my same age, right? Okay, now this energy is the Capricorn energy that I was sensing around one of these masculines at some point in time. All right, definitely devil energy, okay? Definitely somebody that, went to jail for kidnapping something. So I'm trying to think back to all this shit that happened and wonder what all this stuff is really talking about, because it's not a game show. This is real life to me, okay? So again, this woman will always pick on our relationship and stuff like that. So again, if this masculine is back in a certain form after a certain amount of years or something, it would be funny to me, okay? Or not really funny, all right? But it would be strange to me that I'm picking up her daughter's energy infiltrating or being a little hill that might be in the middle of me and this masculine, or their bloodline or their lineage here, okay? Because she was the one that got it to my point where my dad made me break up with this young man, okay? And threatened to send me back down to Texas with my mom if I kept on dating this, and I didn't understand why. You see, there's a spiritual essence that's been following throughout life, but again, it's not until hindsight, me looking back at what we're really talking about here, all right? Because I'm wondering if something else kind of crazy happened back then, that again, we're talking Ezekiel's wheel, we're definitely talking about ancient alien or whatever energy, that pertaining to that type of energy here. Strange things, okay? Stranger things, okay? So yeah, so again, like I said, and then I saw, because I'm really good with phenotypes and things like this, and I saw, this vision of, this girl, messing around with this person's head or hair, right? And I feel like there was symbolism there about dying on the cross, you know what I'm saying? Or something about the pattern of the hairstyle, okay? And so I'm just thinking like, well, dang, you know, it made me think about the Four of Pentacles, the King David card. You know what I'm saying? Did somebody rip the coin or the pentacle out of King David's head and close up the place? So again, wait the fuck a minute. Hold on. So wait a minute. So somebody removed a rib, right? And sewed up the place therein. What have we been talking about? Head trauma, head games, something going on with somebody's crown or la corona, okay? So again, this is making me really think now. So again, this may be also removing something, okay? Maybe an eye. Maybe this is also, again, something to do with, yeah, we have temperance in reverse here, okay? So this is science, you know, again, when we're dealing with the Breton or Bruton or these energies, that's something that's inner alchemy that's already made inside of these particular people. This is why these bloodlines have been very important. All right. For some reason, I'm thinking about Zion, and then I'm talking about Judah being that aspect of maybe even that pits energy coming in. Okay. So again, it's almost like, why did they put those people in the pits? And who, you know, there's something here. Okay. Because again, there is a fella with that name, and he looks very similar to these particular people on that side of the family that have these particular names. Okay, they have a certain, and those are the portions of the family of the Pitts family that move here to the north. Okay, and kind of were side and side with the Bruton family. Okay, darker skin, you know, individuals. More Brutons are more like medium to light skin or something like this. Okay. But yeah, so this is making me think about something like that. So I'm even hearing Burr or Gary, Indiana, or something like this. Okay, something. All right. But again, I feel like whatever they were doing with temperance to mix up something, this is even using DNA and things like this in laboratories or labs to try to cook up something in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why kitchen is making me think about, again, the Holy Grail or the nectar or somebody's neck or that thalamus energy in the back of the neck, okay? So again, or something to do with the head, period, okay? So again, with this being in reverse, but this would also be somebody thinking that the magic has left the building when it comes to certain bloodlines. They could have done something to stop that type of magic. But I feel like even we're talking about in the kitchen is making me think about that reptilian DNA that can rebuild itself. Okay, so they come in cutting off things and they can possibly grow back. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Okay, memories or what? This could be anything. This could be anything. Okay. And we have the Five of Swords here. Okay, somebody saying not so fast, because I feel like this could be my energy. This is like one of my favorite cards here, because again, this is how it's been feeling like I didn't know I was in a competition with nobody, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, it's some shit that I need to pay attention to around here. Okay. So again, it's this energy of when these people think and their source sit me down and tell me to look at something, right? Because again, the Emperor energy is an energy that's going to be sitting in the cleft of the rock, right? All right. So again, this could be also somebody taking something genetically or somebody's something and placing it in the head of someone else to make them one. This could be that iris energy. So somebody can see what somebody else sees. So this is kind of like cheating, actually, if you ask me. Or also taking some type of fluid or taking something, kundalini energy or whatever from someone and giving it to someone else. So it's almost like, you know, taking something from when God found out that, you know, the woman took some of the stuff from his wife and gave it to the woman or whatever. Okay. So again, this could be something. Okay. This could be something here where somebody is taking something from someone like me. Okay. And separate. Oh, that's somebody in the house right there. Okay. And using it against me. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me. All right. But again, I feel like whatever it is, people might be looking like, how is this person still doing this or whatever? But like I said, it has something to do with certain people's makeup. You either have it or you don't. Okay. I don't know. All right. So yeah, I remember that she used to do that. And then it just so happens that after I had my first daughter, her daughter started to, this was some of them, one of those people that you cool with, but you don't, there's something about the way they look at you, like they wish they was you, or they wish you was out of the way, or it's something like this, okay? Possibly even a masculine even has something to do with her sister or something, okay? Which is her sister is very similar to this female that would be the only person online that I ever gave my address to mistakenly because I sent her a care package or whatever, right? One day, okay? You know, I ended up sending her something. She was talking about something, and I ended up sending her something, okay? And so, like I said, all these people has been placed in my life as key players to block me. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like this is their card too when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? They come in, they rush in with their energy like, ha ha. And then I'm just like, wait a minute, what we laughing about? Like, you know, and then source will let me know kind of like what I need to like hone in on. Because this is a one-man show, okay? This is the world card energy here, all right? And maybe even the 2 wands been put down and somebody else can pick them motherfuckers up because I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I feel like whatever I'm doing right now is like on my own. I'm on my own like Patty fucking LaBelle, okay? So I feel like, again, with these people, with the movement, with these desirous things like land patents and stuff like that, they didn't think that they were getting anything over here with the spiritual aspect. So I feel like they decided to join in with these particular people. But like the Bible says, no stone shall be left unturned, all right? I'm just saying, all right? That could be representing the people that have taken, will take, took from, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm just feeling like if we're talking about autochthonous energy and going back, that must mean that anything, you know, that these patents and these documents and these paperwork and the things that these people will be punished for what they did with their hands. And in Enoch is talking about these people with these documents, these papers, and this land grab energy that's going on in 2022. And that could be talking about people too, and ciphering energy and information from each other, okay, and warring against each other, taking certain components or blocking certain visions or sights from one individual, and then building an army of people to war against them. Unfortunately, those are going to be the children of God. The children of man are always going to look like they're winning on the outside. It's just how it works, okay? But everybody shall see in the end, all right? But I remember that. I remember her hating on that relationship. And now, at some point in time, her daughter was linked up some kind of way with one of these masculines here. All right? And then I was on YouTube and I noticed, because I noticed that a lot of these people that are readers and stuff are from the neighborhood or from school, or they look a lot like somebody I knew from school. It's some weird shit like that. So it's like one of these ladies, I called her out and I said, aren't you this girl Natalie's mom or whatever? Okay, and she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not no Natalie's mom or something like this. But I knew, like, she was haughty with her videos, but I knew she was talking about my energy or my story, right? And so when I started looking and I started making these little things, she was getting kind of angry, but I can tell some of the things that she was saying in the videos after she answered to that message, right? And so I knew that that was her mom. I knew if that's not her mom, that's a clone of her mom, or that's somebody in her damn family. You know what I'm saying? You can't jade, or you can't trick me with that, right? So again, it's something about this. It's something about these bloodlines and family lines. And again, these men that allowed foreign women to come and hypnotize them, okay, and do these particular things to them, all right? And then allowed them to go after their own daughters and their own women. It just is what it is, okay? And actually, these might be also, I'm hearing German energy or something about beer. So again, actually, some of these people, you know what I'm saying, were heavy on certain things, okay? None in particular, I'm just saying, okay? So we got the Three of Swords here. So it's going to be a heartbreak hotel anyway, but I feel like it's not going to work the way that these people think that it is. All right? I think whatever plotting and planning that they were doing, again, because the Ace of Cups represents, again, the anointed one, the chosen one, or the one that, you know what I'm saying, has been anointed or have had something poured into them by God. Not from another person to them, possibly, but, you know, this is something that's organic or authentic. Yes.
Cover the score.
No. Just say what you have to say. And if it's not important, what? What? I have it. I'm going to give it to you in a minute. I'll give it to you in 10 minutes. I'm reading something on it. I'll give it to you in 10 minutes. Here, close the door. Watch out. Okay, so again, don't this look like a trophy? Just saying. Got me a trophy. You know, you can have a trophy wife too. That trophy wife could be somebody that's fully anointed with this cup that's overflowing nonstop. All right, so again, and what we got next? The sneaky Pete energy. This is the Jake energy. So again, there was a lot of talk about, you know, Jacob and, you know, and again, like I said, I think people just, some of these people probably already know this, okay? And we got this 7, right? Ain't it like Moorish, like some kind of building or something, number 7, temple number 7 or something like this, okay? It's almost like something being well put together and everything like this. But again, if it's not authentic or if it's manipulating a situation, you know, I just don't know. I don't care how nice it look on the outside, you know. Churches and mosques, the same. All of them have some beautiful workings possibly on the inside and things like this, or, you know, and going into the buildings here. And he is kind of running off with something, okay? So again, we have a wrestler, an athlete, a combatant in public games, from Greek athletes, okay? Prize fighter, okay? And didn't we say this? Got myself a trophy, okay? All right, to somebody else, a Stepford wife or something might be a trophy wife. Okay, somebody that just sits there with a blank stare on their face, don't really have nothing to say, don't weigh nothing but 10 ounces, you know what I'm saying? And then a trophy wife could be also one that might be hidden in the dark, okay? That might be a natural looking woman, but her mind is amazing, okay? Again, it's funny because they'll flaunt around the trophy wife or the one that is considered to be beautiful to the public some kind of way, okay? And then they'll hide the one that's most beneficial or the best asset, the one that can do all of the above, right? And still be very intelligent, okay? And very quick-witted, okay? So again, that's that wit taker energy here, all right? And I think that the thing that takes away the wit, like I was saying earlier, is the wand. But again, I feel like whatever's been done to block me, if somebody is trying to use that kind of energy on me, it's not going to work. It's not going to work unless it's possibly, you know what I'm saying, in the physical, in a mutual thing. Somebody might be, you know, feelings might feel some kind of way or something, but it's not my fault. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why I get a lot of abuse here and a lot of slack here, because things that should work on me don't work. So that could have had me, that was supposed to like shut me up or something. But, you know, it's like God is just like laughing, I guess, at these people. I don't know. Because the cleft of a rock could be, again, an entity or individual or an ancestor sitting right in the middle of your dome, in your crown, on your, you know what I'm saying? That, like that show Severance I told you, with the head look like it's cut off at the top and it's a little man sitting in his head. So again, just imagine something like that. You know, I mean, not exactly like that, but I'm just saying. We see Hathor in some of these feminine energies with crowns on their heads, with serpent energies or different type of energies sitting in their dome or in their head watching, right? So my Father in heaven is watching you. Okay, Betty Wright energy. All right. All right. So again, let the games begin. There's definitely something like that. It doesn't have to be talking about nobody running down no damn football field. Now, I know that's what you're going to get. I know some of these men or some of these people may be fit. But if we really think about it, not saying people are not taking care of their bodies, but again, if we can really make this about the physique and physical attributes, we're going to forget about these people that are working hard to get this information, pump it out, especially ones that are working alone, you know what I'm saying, that have plenty of people teamed up against them, you know what I'm saying, we're looking at it in the wrong light. There's room for everybody and to respect the fact that everybody brings something different to the table, all right? So we have contestants in the game. All right. An agent noun from Athleen to contest for a prize. Okay. So again, this could be also that 5 of Wands energy that I was picking up on earlier about this. Okay. This might even be somebody trying to dilute somebody's energy because they really care. And they want this cup to sit on the sidelines here because they want to be the one to pick it up and drink from it or whatever, fill it up or whatever at some point in time. All right. It says a contest. Now, again, this is the cheating thing because some people don't know that this is a contest. And some people are very well, that would be the difference. So if we're talking really athletic energy here, let's think about that. Let's think about that. If a whole community knows that somebody is this, and they're working together to dilute that person's energy or attack them, whether it's with 5G or something else, people had to come together with all this money, all this time, all this everything to block one or two or a handful of individuals here. All right, so that they can have a head start. This is the head start that we were talking about here, right? It always makes the children of God look broken down and weak and all this other stuff. It makes these people look more, but some of us have been built. We are fucking weapons of mass destruction. You see what I'm saying? So when we open up our mouth, you know what I'm saying? It really ain't nothing else nobody else can really fucking say. All right? And it's also something about the way, the amount of information, okay, that may be naturally pumping through somebody's mind here. Instead of people being plugged in or getting a memo in the beginning of the day and then mixing up the word. So let us go down and confuse their language. You get what I'm saying? So again, this is why I keep getting that smoke signals card in reverse, because somebody has done something to confuse the language so that they can look to Tyree, or they can look to those that would be possibly in the South. All right? Just saying. I don't know. There's something about this. All right? It makes it seem like it's desolate or barren. Okay? All right. So again, it says, in a sense, okay, a plague man, meaning anyone trained. Now, listen, get this right here, okay? This is talking about anyone trained, all right? So some of us haven't been trained. We didn't get the same training. I keep thinking about training day with Denzel, okay? A lot of us weren't trained. Some of these people were, and then planted in your likeness, in your garden, okay, as if they are just there, when these are whole spies or whole scouts or whole whatever. We can just keep going throughout history, biblical, spiritual, you know, whatever we're talking about, indigenous, whatever we're talking about, okay? Anyone trained in exercises of agility and strength. So again, this is also that energy of, they're talking about women's sports, okay? All right, why wouldn't it just be called sports? Okay? Why wouldn't we just talk about sports in general? Women playing in men's sports and men playing in women's sports. However, it will be vice versa, okay? I mean, that's just what I be thinking out loud, okay? But again, since we're talking particularly about women's sports, again, this is these particular people. This could be talking about, like I said, women, meaning the womb, or this could be talking about foreign energies that are here, or maritime energies here, okay? It's just really, some people are half and half, or half breeds or tri breeds or whatever, and so they have some type of sovereign energy over other groups, because it's like they have more connections or something, okay? There's those that I would think would be of the earth, and then there's the lioness bloodlines on that world card that would be connected to also thrones. They're not just regular people. They weren't slaves or servants. They were actually prisoners of war, where somebody came into your land, right? Lied to you and said you was from somewhere else, educated you or trained you to think that same thing, you know what I'm saying? And then threw you into a sport, right? But we started doing things different over here. Yeah, hold on a second. I'm almost done with it. So this will also be excuse me, stop and close the door. I will be there in a second. So we have anyone trained in exercise of agility and strength. So again, like I said, this is talking about this. Okay, so people already know what to do. This might even be also, just because someone seems like they have something together and their presentation is really nice, doesn't mean, like, that's what I'm saying about these particular people coming into, they know where to get the information. They know where the source is, right? They'll come in and review your information, make a synopsis or some shit on it, and then end up coming and doing almost the same thing that you're doing here. But your platform has been slowed down heavily, and these people are being exalted. You have to wonder why something like that would be done. And this is not playing victim; it's just telling the fucking truth. I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because at the end of the day, I don't know if I know what my faith is. Okay. And I know who I seem to be feeling like I'm rocking with, even if it's not these men that have been placed upon you and in front of you in these groups and secretly behind and thinking we got to keep this down low, is because people are creeping. Okay, they don't want the Empress. It seems like everybody's sneaking and creeping away from the Empress. Okay, the Empress/Emperor, or the last Emperor energy. All right. So again, this could be men thinking it's better without her because he can have all these hope. Like I said, it's also that Muhammad energy, right? So they can build with all these different females or whatever. Okay, it doesn't mean that they're doing anything with all these females, but I'm just saying that's just the case. So we got the energy here of the Chariot, and this is the one. I like this one because it does have the moon on the shoulders. So again, this might be somebody coming in with that energy of the moon. Okay, just period. All right. Trying to strong arm their way into something with the energy of the moon. All right. I don't know. Sometimes mysteriously behind the scenes, I think the moon energy is maybe a soulmate or another type of bond or something with Taurus or the old Taurus. Okay. Yeah, and this person has these two women here, these two kind of seraphim women here, right? That are seers. They are probably I would say they're extraordinary. No matter if they get the memo or not, they are extraordinary at what they do, and they can keep up. Okay. But we also know that the blue one, okay, the blue man group is making me think about Chicago for some reason. So again, the blue energy that has these stars on it right here, okay? This cloak or this cloth that's behind him and these wings, okay? Think about that energy here. This is even making me think about like a spinning top or the top of somebody's head or something like this. Medical energy, police energy, some type of force, all right? Some kind of air energy as well. Aquarius energy, okay? I see from this card here. Okay, that, again, Aquarius have a very heightened level of seeing, right? But it's usually about, again, general things. They're not tapping into the clouds or into the heavens, okay? So they talk about mundane things. It's not saying that they don't do an awesome job at doing it. You see what I'm saying? But that's just what it's about. Now, I don't know what they do behind the scenes. I'm a one-man show, so everything I do is just on this platform, okay? But again, the blue energy of this Sphinx or this seraphim, though, that's on top of the Wheel of Fortune, you know what I'm saying? I would think it's different than this. And also, this is giving me white more and black more energy here, okay? Let's see what else it says. Because I don't think we're going to even go into the Bible. I just wanted to hit on that because I think people are making this about something physical. Sometimes it's really not. You know, there are different head games and different games like chess, you know, chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, don't get sent off with this sneaky Pete energy. But I mean, it's up to y'all. Like I said, I'm not here to indoctrinate nobody, make nobody's mind up for them, change nobody's mind or nothing like that. People know what's right and wrong, period. Okay? It says for an ailment that has been, okay, wait a minute. Athlete's foot. Okay, well, this is talking about medical essence of it, 1928. All right, but 1928 is very prominent here now. 1828, we're talking about that one dictionary, but this is 1928, 100 years later. Okay, so it's almost like that prophecy of 100 years with Esther and Elijah. Okay, and it says for an ailment that has been around much longer. So again, I guess this is something that they were using here to describe that. Okay, and then we have a triathlete. Let's see what this means. This is a related term. An athlon. Let's see. For clay pit. Okay, let's see. Originally of various. Okay, so a triathlon. All right, is a contest. 3 of 3. Huh. It says originally of various combinations of events. One of the earliest so-called combinations, clay pigeon shooting. This made me think about Mario Brothers duck hunting. Fish flying. Okay, so again, my family are fishers. Okay. Horse jumping. Okay, this was one of my favorite things in the little thing at school we used to do, the little field and track day. And again, think about that too. They've been tracking us, you know what I'm saying, even back in the 80s when we used to have field day and stuff like that. They've been tracking your agility and things like that, your physical attributes, even since then. They knew who we were. You know what I'm saying? So we have another was a cross-country skiing, target shooting, and a giant slalom run. I don't know what the heck that is. It says U.S. Army involved shootings. Okay, so again, this could be those missiles that are being launched. okay, by mouth, okay, by people speaking certain things, okay, throwing shade or whatever also, all right? Let's see. Running, swimming, okay, a combination of long swim. Okay, so again, it's funny that they were talking about these women, these female or women's, these swimmers, because I'm hearing just keep swimming. I'm hearing Nemo having that gimpy, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like having like an angel having a broken wing, you know what I'm saying? That gimpy fin or whatever, okay? A bicycle race, okay? A wrestler, athlete, okay? Of public games, all right, we already did this. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get just like a little bit on what the athlete would be, okay? Because I feel like that was very 10 challenges. Yeah, I felt like that was real funny that now I did post that. I don't know if I put it private or not. I did post a video on Facebook or whatever if you walk with me on Facebook. But again, like I said, we're talking about this as if it's physical only. That's not the case. Everybody has a different task or journey or path or something like this. I think I get really irritated and sick to my stomach when I see that people are trying to make this about something that it's not. You know what I'm saying? Again, we have the high priestess here, which is, again, maybe looked at as an athlete. A tarot reader can be looked at as an athlete. A lot of people don't show their faces. They only show, you know, their chest or something like that. And again, I think about that as basketball as well, okay? This do kind of still look like sunflowers to me. I gotta keep putting that out there. So again, it's something about children of the sun or sun seed energy, okay? So we have this woman sitting here holding her Torah in her hand, okay? Again, she is covered in blue like water. So this is somebody that's covered by the water here, okay? This water can also be what's behind these, what's on this cloth with these stars that could be representing the lions, okay? Or the Leon energies, okay? And then we have the moon here at her feet, okay? But again, this is the tricky part. The high priestess got the moon at her feet, okay? But on this card here, we have the moon on the shoulders of this chariot card. So any forward movement here is making me think, or any force or something like this, I don't know, it seemed like it's geared by the moon. It seemed like it's geared by the moon. And there's a lot of things, you know, that I think are hidden behind the moon. And one is that these are not the original peoples. That these may even be Haitians or something like this. Not to make any kind of division here, but they have maneuvered or manifested their way into the energy here. And also bust open the gates. And people think it's a good idea maybe here. Okay, they may have some workers, you know, for these new lands that they've acquired or something like this. But at the end of the day, you know, you had to worry about these people rising up against you. You see what I'm saying? Or coming up above you, or you having to answer to them, right? Because again, that's the multitude there, okay? The children of, there's just a remnant left, I feel, of the children of God. Yeah, and I'm guessing people are just getting in where they fit in, and I'd rather die. Okay? So we have this energy, like I said, of this feminine energy here. I feel that is, you know, soothsaying this male here. They watch my videos, even though I don't know who these people are. Hundreds of them know who I am, if not thousands. And then they go and they pump out these missiles or this energy, and it's just basically to block what I'm doing. It's just to cast whatever or get seeds that I'm sharing or, you know, dispersing to drop on hard ears, deaf ears, hard land, whatever. You know, once they talk about, oh, do you see how she do this? You see, she don't know how to do nothing. She just sit there all day. You don't know what I did. Because again, being one of the original energies of being someone talking about this particular type of nation building and stuff like that, I would feel like, you know, some of us are the originals or the architects of this type of work. All right. It's just a lot of work. It's just a lot. You know, you don't have to do a lot of moving either. It's a lot going on in my dome, period. Okay, and this ain't even for me to say nobody pick me. No, I don't, because I really don't, you know what I'm saying? I really don't, that's not the case. It's just to combat or not have myself sitting here having dirt piled on me as if, you know, I'm the enemy here, okay? It ain't even to try to convince you to like me, because I don't give a damn if you do or you don't at the end of the day, okay? I just wanted to prove that part about athletes. And I only really wanted to look at what it was saying, because I felt like that was kind of like one of them little jabs or whatever, all right? To try to show, oh, this person doesn't really move around that much. But that's also, they got you in this hustle mentality, again, right now, which there's nothing wrong with that. But then if you're not slowing down, then you lose that essence core of yourself here. And then you calling yourself calling on God, but you really been fooled by Satan. You see what I'm saying? And you're working for something. And the God that you trust turns into the one that they're talking about, or the ones they're talking about on that dollar bill, instead of, you know, your really your core self, okay? Or that connection that you have to the original God, and that depletes your God and gives all the energy to Satan. You see what I'm saying? So again, it's almost even making me think about not Job, but goodness, who is it? Lot and them. And trying to see if there was 1 or 10 or 100 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Left. Right? Because again, this would maybe be looking for good men or honest people or somebody that is original or something like this. They could have been looking for origines here. Okay? Yeah, like I said, to probably move to calmer waters here. Okay, with this 6 of Swords here. Okay, the Black Madonna and Child, okay? This could be a grown man and a grown woman. Or it could be a woman and a child, or a man and a child, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? There's a different dynamic of who this could be right here. But again, we don't have to make it about the physical here. All right? We got the Knight of Wands. Is this? Yeah, the Knight of Wands here, okay? So this also might be a you know, a Knight of Wands energy, which is like, I don't know, I always get like this person is ready to attack. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get, or ready to jump on something. You know, pounce or something like this. But again, this whole energy about worshiping at the feet of the Messiah, I don't know what that has me. We have the Ten of Wands here, which is a burdensome energy here. So again, maybe somebody feels like they're carrying all the weight. Maybe somebody might be talking about somebody else as if they're lazy, but really the source energy is coming from this person that's carrying all the weight. It's just that all the work that they're doing is not work that you can see physically. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. Or again, some people have already put in a whole bunch of work. And all these, a lot of these younger, newer people coming in and don't even respect or not even aware. You know, throw up a TikTok with some little 1-minute videos or something. They're not even aware, you know what I'm saying, how much, or they don't even pay homage to the elders, or, you know, show and prove. And again, so they're doing the same thing that they say the so-called white man does. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the part that I don't understand. That's just the only part that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And how somebody fool you as to turn it against your God or your brother or your sister or your Messiah or your Christ, or to not welcome someone in their hometown. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird to me. Okay? So again, we have the 4 of Wands here with this union. Okay? And so this makes me think, again, this whole with Judah and Zion, this could be also a cousin of mine. Okay? All right? And then maybe even this cousin don't even believe in the Bible, dude. Okay? This person, you know what I'm saying, has a dark side. Again, maybe that's what's hiding underneath this moon. I did just put the card right here, and it's underneath the moon. Let me show you how it is, okay? Right underneath this moon energy. So it's not even like, you know, the people you thought you knew ain't even. So it's on then. You see what I'm saying? So we got this soothsaying energy. Like your husband could be sleeping with your sister and your cousin, some shit like this. Or also just being intertwined with them energetically to go against you or leave you in the dark and think it's a good idea. And again, anybody that's doing that make me think that you are conspiring against me. And then why? You see what I'm saying? So I had to go through this whole shit on my own, figuring out who I was and whatever. I'm pretty sure other people did, but everybody ain't the same thing. Everybody ain't the emperor and the empress. Somebody's taking advantage of a situation here, okay? And thinking that they can leave somebody out. And it's not even because they're worthless and all this stuff. It's because somebody just being shady. Somebody doesn't want to share the spotlight, even though they know, again, that the connection with them is the reason why they've been exalted or put in a situation. I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous to me. But again, we have this just union here. all right, between these two females or whatever. And then we have this energy, like I said, this high priestess energy with the moon at her feet. Okay, this could be also a feminine energy, a sister. Okay, that's a Taurus too. Okay, that could have my moon energy at her feet, you know, at her beck and call. All right, these could be women, like I said, that energy of having women rule over you if you don't have God. So they've all turned you against me sexually, okay, or either by, you know, soothsaying or their words or their readings, you know, that run off of their energy, that they're longing for you. And so again, it's that kind of energy there, right? When I'm just a general, most of the shit that I do probably don't even benefit me. But I can't sit there and turn around and say, God, I'm tired of doing this. You know, you ain't even giving me, you know, like, you see what I'm saying? That's what true, so I guess people just don't get it, but I mean, that's what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay? When you ain't getting nothing but smacked in the face and you continue to, and you okay with it. You see what I'm saying? So again, whatever happens to me, I'm gonna leave this earth knowing that that's what, somebody can call me stupid if they want to or whatever, but it don't, you know, it don't matter to me. Even if I'm the last motherfucker here that believe in God and I'm cussing like I do. You see what I'm saying? It's just, that's just who I am. You see what I'm saying? If it weren't for, I probably wouldn't even be here. So it's whatever. So we have, again, this thing covering up this moon, and the moon is at this person's feet. But again, a lot of these people are just copycats or succubus energies or snuck their way into something or stole something. You know, it's weird to me. All right? I feel like this soothsaying energy is also the energy that pushes these masculines out of the arms of an empress or a real queen or something like this and into the arms of a, maybe even a high priestess or something like that. But they'll find out one day. So, you know, for me, it's not really, you know, because the empress she don't want to do it on her own. Yeah, she want to be with her emperor. But again, if he wants to do something else, what am I going to do? You see what I'm saying? I could go wrestle them down, but they're afraid of me. They run from me and hide. And then if I say stuff like that, then, you know, the womanizer energy is going to come out in some of these people and then try to do something behind my back or do a sneak attack, a sneak assault, a sneak something, a sneak diss or something, you know, from their women. These men won't face me in real life. Look at this person right here. I'm not saying they think I can beat them up, but I think that they fear something that's inside of me, or they know that I'm going to be able to see through the lies and shit that they're telling. All right, so they just stay away. All right, so again, look at this pentacle and how he holding it. He looked like he even scared to bring this damn pentacle over and give it to her. Whether it's a letter, you know, I'm hearing that it might be a message of concern that somebody's supposed to give to somebody, but they're not going to probably get it because everybody's afraid to come. I mean, he looks really, you know, fit and everything like this, all right? But he looked very intimidated and very nervous. Okay? So again, this dude looked like he might be agile, but he looks very nervous and there's something, you know, about him in this picture where he's like standing off in the cut, like, damn, how do I get this pinnacle over here? Should I just go throw it at the front door and run? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny, like, actually thinking about it here. Okay, hold on, here I come. So again, we got oh girl, you about to get right on my damn nerves. Stop knocking on it. Don't you see me walking towards the door? I promise you, this is going to be one of them trying weekends where I can feel people playing in this fucking energy in this household. Okay? Getting on my nerves. Somebody trying to run me up out of here, boy. I've been so agitated, I think, lately. So we got another energy of this 8 here. This might also be somebody that was playing around, playing too much or whatever, okay? And so we have this energy of, you know, like I said, that infinity sign, the same thing that's on top of this lady's head with this strength card. And the moon just looking at the person like, oh, well, I don't know what to tell you. Shouldn't have been playing around. You know, again, that could be somebody looking at me like this, walking away, or this could be me looking at somebody walking away. But they're having to walk away and leave all these cups here. And I just wonder what these cups represent. This might be representing people. You know, it might be somebody's work, somebody's investment. It might be materials that you use for work or something like this. Somebody might have to leave behind. Might be men or women or something. I don't know. Some kind of equipment. I mean, the cups are empty, so I don't know. And we have this energy here of this 7 of Pentacles. Somebody looking at these choices or whatever here, okay? They have one right here between their feet or one on the ground here, all right? But, you know, the rest of them are mainly in this bush here. And this person is just daydreaming. You know what I'm saying? So again, this also creates some type of hostility where I can feel these girls amp up with their energy and their attacks and their missile attacks or their missile launches. Because again, somebody could have all these precious something in the world, but they just lacking that one, you know? It's almost like Jesus going back to get the one and leaving the 99. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Right? Because again, I feel like whoever this is, and we did shuffle these cards, okay? But I feel like whoever this is, they turned down somebody. This might be why this person is also looking sad here, and then this is in reverse. So I don't know if they're regretting doing that or not. You know, it don't matter. I'm just pointing out what I see here in the cards, and I don't try to make nothing fit no way, okay? I'm sure y'all done seen me say things that you're like, damn, why'd you say that? That doesn't benefit you. But that's not what I'm here to do. I don't even think I'm a contestant. You know what I'm saying? I might be the fucking judge. You know what I'm saying? I might be the one. I might be the walking tower. You know what I'm saying? Or that person that brings balance, or, you know what I'm saying, the scale, weighs the scale or something. You know, I'm not really concerned about that. All I'm concerned about is getting out the message that source have me deliver in the ancestors in a fair and balanced way. All right? And so we got the world card here, okay? And that's what I'm saying. Think about if you only had these two things in the world, right? You know what I'm saying? Satan didn't fool everybody else. He didn't fool the beast of the field, the fowl of the air. He didn't fool man or she. Okay, I think it's a female energy. She didn't fool the lions. Okay, but people are they're looking at production and produce in some kind of way. Some of us produce information. Some of us produce fruit. Some of us produce that particular type of fruit. You know, it's like cash cows. You know, they sit there and they eat the best grain or whatever all day, and they deliver, or they, you know, while they still can, you know, they end up, you know, having babies and doing it over again. So it's like, you know, I don't know, you know, but, you know, if you treat it wrong, then you're not going to get the best product out of it. But, you know, it's just kind of like the same thing here. All right, so we got, again, this energy here. It's almost like this angel is saying enough is enough. There's two people here. You know, there might be somebody like stepping in, somebody from a higher above authority or something having to step in about something here. All right, it looks like somebody's salty. It looks like these people got caught doing something or something here. All right, they're a little closer than they are on the other cards that I have. And Adam looking like, what me? What the heck did I do? And she's like, but wait a minute, I want it. And this might be also, like I said, I'm hearing, you know, the energy of remain in Mexico. Or somebody might be saying, no, you got to go back to where you came from. Again, this might be also that energy of go back to the ground which you came from. All right? It could be that energy too. But I don't think that nobody did nothing wrong. I don't think nobody did nothing wrong. But it's funny that this card right here fell right. I'm going to show you exactly what it did. It fell right on top of the head of this world card. So again, it's like somebody being beheaded or their head is cut off. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. This purple scarf around her represents purple rain. All right. Also, this might be also an energy that's coming out of the womb or an egg. When we talked about abortion, it was saying something about an egg. This thing is shaped like an egg here. Okay. Again, some people were supposed to be protected all this whole time. You might be. Some of the energy that's coming towards you might just be all lies. You see what I'm saying? It might be all lies, you know, and people just checking you out. Your job is just to do whatever you're doing and people checking you out and work for God. Okay? So we got the 10 of Pentacles here. Okay? And it is in reverse again. I'm telling you. Something is getting flipped upside down. And I don't know necessarily. It might be a connection with a certain group. You know, this is an Asian man here. Okay? As I'm looking here, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but there is a Asian family that lives in the house over here in this neighborhood or whatever, and they have this like painting on their back of their house. It's like a huge painting of like a volcano or a huge mountain. I don't even know. I don't know why I had a dream one day that. I never really looked all directly in. They have I think a son. I never looked Riley. I never really looked in his face or anything like that. But he kind of looked familiar a little bit. And I don't know. Like I said, I had a dream about him one day. I don't know why. It just was random. I don't know. Like some. It was like some sneaky Pete energy. I didn't like it. I didn't like the dream, you know, because I get creeped out when I figure out if people is in my energy, man. I get freaked the fuck out. So we got the Ten of Swords here, okay? So I don't know, this might even be representing a type of betrayal here or something. This could be, you know, and I feel bad when I say stuff like this because sometimes I feel like there are hidden people that are rooting for me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel bad because whatever's been done to blind me or bind me at some point in time in my life, it blocks me out from any energy. So again, the only really two energies, like I said, is these two energies or these two wands or these two conductors or whatever, right? So then if I don't have them, I have nothing. But also this might even be another energy saying this to me, okay? This might be either another energy in this circle here. I might be one of the wands. Again, like I said, I feel like sometimes this fluctuates. But to me, seeing it that way, these two individuals that represent these two wands or these two sticks are just as important as this Empress to me. To me, they're equally important for the story. She might supposed to be the star of the show, but they're equally yoked or something. So again, there's that tri energy, the triathlete. But again, it feels like we're all working against each other or something. You see what I'm saying? That's that tri energy. Even maybe a quad energy, possibly. But yeah, it's almost like that's the foundation right there. But, you know, whatever. Okay. I'm going to just pull one more and then we're going to get out of here. Because I feel like I'm just rambling now. But I just really wanted to point that out, you know, that people are trying to make this about something else. Yeah, we got the Eight of Wands, so I better be looking out for some more of this energy coming in. And it won't stop. All right? I don't even know what the fuck they want. I'm telling you the truth, I don't. I promise I just don't know what they want. I don't know what the big deal, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I guess they want me to stop. I guess because if there's one thing for sure, there's probably some type of fairness where I may not get as much exposure if this is a competition on my platform as I'm supposed to, but they can't make me not do it. Do you see what I'm saying? So it seemed like, well, we played fair. She was in the game, but it wasn't the same because, again, somebody was cheating. That's just like putting some weights in the bottom of your, somebody that you're running a race with, and you sneak in at night and put some weights in the bottom of their shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me. But everybody see you doing it and everybody's on board with it. Because everybody, you know, it's like, it just give me like goat energy. Like, who is it then? You know what I'm saying? So we got Justice here, and I think I'm going to end it here, like I said. I'm just sitting here with this sword. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you got to be your own defense, your own this, your own, it's a different kind of game here. People think it's a game because you communicating and you doing all this stuff with all these different people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even only that. Like Esther said, my people knew how to, or this God in that book said, or this energy said, my people knew how to get to me, and you ruined that. Okay. So again, I feel like this has something to do with a booster shot or something. Okay. And again, we have this this energy of somebody bringing a gift or something here. All right. I believe this is something that might have happened last year or something like this. Okay. Around this time, yeah, because what's this month? Last year around this time, but again, the 6th. It could be like June or something like this. Okay? But somebody else could have got these flowers too, though. Okay? And then the Ace of Wands, yeah, because the Ace of Wands energy was around last year. So, I don't know. I guess maybe it wasn't the real thing. Okay? Yeah. Somebody want me back in this fucking energy here. Like I'm not already there. You see what I'm saying? And that's another 8 energy. So like I said, this is all manipulation here. All this is manipulative energy. Somebody casting somebody out and making them leave. This energy with this trying to manipulate the situation. All of these with 8, they're all very manipulative. Some form of witchcraft or sorcery or spell work or just documents changed or something is causing for this energy here. And magic, like I said, The next card in the deck. Some kind of magic or something is being used here. All right. And like I said, it's what's done in the dark will come to light. These are things done behind the moon or dealing with the moon. And the moon got some loyal dogs here. All right. And then again, but the Scorpio energy is at the bottom here. Unless somebody's trying to convince, but then guess what? The moon card always still have the sun on it. And the sun is still shedding mana. If you can see, there's like these little gold pieces of mana falling from the sun. But the scorpionic energy is in the water. Maybe even south of the border, okay? And we also see, like I said, on the regular card, you can see little people coming up alongside this energy of the riverbank. So again, like I said, that's making me think about the open borders. But I guess, and look, the moon look mad as hell. Okay? And like I said, this is just what this energy is. I'm not against, you know, people being helped out or something, but again, if it got something to do with overrunning or running out Americans, I have a problem with it. I'll be the first to say it, and I ain't even gonna apologize for it. That's what let me know that there's some foreign energy or intelligence that has something to do with this shit. Unless these are the people, like I said, that are being brought back from Katrina and all these other things that were sent off to different places that end up missing on them barges and from the Red Cross and all that other shit. All right? If those are those people, okay. But if it's not those people, I have a problem with that. And it's not even about the people. It's about the vetting and us getting the understanding of what's going on and who's coming in, if it is the case. You see what I'm saying? So again, if there's a problem at the border, I would think the first thing, instead of sitting there saying, what do we do for 6 months? I would think the first thing to do would be to close it and figure out what we could do. Okay? But, you know, that's just the way I think. Especially, you know, if crime rates, you don't know if it is or not. They might just be putting it on. But again, who knows? I feel like this is, again, this 8, manipulation. I'm telling you, it's something about this 808 energy. Okay? 808 heartbreaks. Also, even just like, okay. I don't know why I heard SOS. But yeah, this is somebody chiseling and working away nonstop. This could be at your work, your craft, your information you put out. This could be somebody working, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes in politics or with documents and paperwork or whatever to try to get people, you know, to try to kill people off with paperwork, paper genocide or something like this. It could be representing anything. But I think that paper genocide, I think it's very important to look at those things in this day and age to see how it actually really happened. You know, it's extraordinary to me. We got a king of swords. Like I said, paper genocide. A king of swords would be the one to deliver the shit, okay? Either way, whether we talking good or bad, me and my king of swords energy saying, oh, that's what y'all want to do, then you could be cut off. You see what I'm saying? Or a masculine energy saying, well, this person's not worthy enough, cut them off. But you have to be aware of what people's intentions are, why they're doing it. Is somebody still paying for a past lifetime trauma that somebody didn't heal from, and they just think that they hell-bent on tearing somebody down or taking them down? You know, the person looked like they paid for whatever it was back. You know what I'm saying? They look like they sorry about it or something, but no, somebody still, and these are the same people that's teaching you, talking to you about being forgiving and just turning the other cheek. It makes no sense to me. So we got the King of Cups energy. So again, like I said, this might even be a feminine energy that's turning into a King of Cups that has always been a King of Cups, right? And then she might be also dating or had dated or was a lover of a King of Cups. Again, so this could be something that's a battle royale for, again, that energy of the 4 apples or the 4 fruits that's on top of this person's head. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, balancing here. Somebody's balancing out something between 2 things. It don't have to be people. It could be 2 jobs, 2 something. All right? Shoot. Yeah, somebody's definitely balancing out something. With these 2 together, this is making me think, like I said, this is some masculine that's going back and forth as to what type of job, position, sector, woman, man, whatever the fuck. Okay, somebody is actually debating something again. It's almost like how I be sometimes when I got 2 things and I'm like, I'm only getting 1 thing, and then I get to the register like, which one? Oh, damn, I could do more things with this 1 thing. You know, so again, I feel like that's what somebody's doing here. They may be checking off some boxes or something too. This could be talking about some documents or something too. All right, so we do have this energy of 7 too. Somebody being a defensive energy here. Okay, this could be somebody feeling like they're warding off a lot of different people. This could be me at night. I'm hearing your heart is hard to carry after dark. But again, I feel like that's just like a smack in the face because somebody knows why, okay? Somebody knows why, and it's this energy that their women or whatever are projecting, you know what I'm saying? And the little tricks and the spell work and stuff that they're using, okay? Yeah, like I said, these people are celebrating, okay? Trying to put the Empress in reverse, okay? This could also be a celebration to put, somebody could have went to another Empress and found out that she was not what they thought. Somebody could come here and think I'm not what they thought. Something like this, okay? I just know who the real Emperor/Empress energy is. Or this could be also representing a man that is in his, that is an emperor, but he acting like an empress. And he might be in reverse. You know what I'm saying? And some females might be rejoicing here because they're exalting the right person or something. They might have worked together to turn this fake Empress upside down. Who knows? I don't know. Okay? Because there's definitely a tower moment here. Okay? These people might be celebrating because they've done something horrible to the Empress, thinking that it's going to affect something, but it's not, because everything they're doing is just being laughed at. Okay? This could be people that were components that knew that they were battling up against this Empress, and they cheated, and they think that they won something, and so they're so excited and elated about whatever this is here. All right? But I feel like the Empress energy or Emperor energy or whatever can't be in reverse. Okay? It's not up for these people to judge anyway. They're just trying to win at all costs. They're just trying to celebrate or whatever with, and like I said, this is the truth. The truth like Ruth, okay? These women have benefited off of the Empress more than probably off of the Emperor, okay? But they attack her. They want to attack her because it will leave a tracks to their tears or tracks to the information, the business ideas that these women have stolen from the Empress over time. The spying, the man that they have stolen over time. Okay? Their cups are full here. All right? So they've come out of it with some type of abundance here. And all she looked like she got was a pregnant belly. Okay? But it is in reverse, so maybe it's not the case. She might be also, it might be in reverse because she's actually going to birth a nation. Who knows? All right? It's almost like freestyling here, okay? Yeah, we got the Hierophant here. So I don't know. This making me think, again, maybe about like the Vatican or maybe a street pope energy, or maybe somebody is even, you know, speaking on something that they said, because this person would have some keys here to something. But again, the vicar of Christ is like the Pope. But if Christ is on the plane or on the planet right now, then what do you need that for? Okay? But this could be, like I said, the Christ or Jesus energy or whatever, okay? Or somebody that would be out in the streets, or at least speaking, or they would be the head of something, like the head coach or something. But again, we got this Hierophant energy here, something about Kentucky here, okay? This Hierophant energy with this star card, all right? So again, this might be that quiet Hierophant energy here, okay? And I'm seeing this might be even, again, somebody, an admirer. This might be like a muse of this person or something, a star card, okay? Or one of these stars that's floating above her head might be his muse. I don't know. But she's definitely pouring out water, okay? And it also that's giving me like a lot of people how we do our cards or whatever. You know, this is giving me this energy too. But, you know. She is naked and alone or half naked. So this might be some woman that has been exposed in that manner in real life, probably to embarrass her or to make you not be able to really pay attention to what she's saying here, and what information she's sharing. You're more so worried about her body. So again, it makes me think about what we're reading in the sealed portion when she was telling them, you know, that God chose her or the Lord chose her to be a prophet or a speaker and not somebody that laid on her back. So it makes me think about that whole energy of God is not a man that he/or she shall lie, because that also makes me think about lying on their back. Okay? Yeah, we got an Ace of Pentacles here. All right? And I feel like whatever she's doing, she's going to be paid back for it. And she thinks, at least she's thinking that God has something for her. Whatever it would be. It's going to be something big and juicy. Okay? So again, she ain't really worried about these people sitting here talking about whatever they talking. And if she end up looking stupid in the end, I guess that's just what it be. Yeah. Because I feel like, again, but this might be also a deal with the devil now. It might be a deal with the devil, or the devil might be, again, an energy, or at least somebody that he got chained to this box might be coming after her. All right? They might want to put an end to her. Okay? So that's another thing that I want to say. I feel like this is a heavy energy here of people doing night attacks. Okay? Possibly on the mind, or just come at night, they're brewing up whatever they're going to talk about and spew the next day by watching you in your home like you're some kind of animal in a cage. Right? Because they think they want you crying like this at night, but these are people are going to be ones that's crying. Yeah. So I think that's it, y'all. We do, maybe even because this girl is crying or something like this, or she's sad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there is this night energy, okay, that has come in. And like I said, this might just be even somebody to check on this person because of, you know, some type of sadness. But again, like I said, I don't sit around here sad. Just in case somebody on that bullshit trying to talk about some mental illness, or sitting there talking about, instead of me being a seer or a reader or a prophet or a messenger, you know what I'm saying? Let's just check that right now at the door real quick, okay? Because again, you know, I was upset this morning, but I was feeling happy, you see? And it was tears of joy, but also tears of something like I said, it was a harmonious feeling that I was having this morning. But it was also, you know, I feel like people were trying to make me come up with the realization of a loss of something here, all right? But then it made me feel bad that how are all these people, like, trying to gang up on me and make somebody think something. But then I thought, you know, it don't even matter. And if this person is around, they know. So, you know, I was just thinking like how it's about just cruelty, okay? And they might even call it animal cruelty because they're looking at some of you as if, or maybe even just me, okay? Some of the royal energies as animals. That's what they're trying to treat you like, okay? Thinking that they have reign over you. And I doubt that when it comes to this energy over here. All right, well, I don't give a fuck what you got going on with this crafty council and this Three of Pentacles in the background. Ain't nobody stopping nothing over here, okay? And that's a cue right there for a masculine to, like I said, get all in his feelings. But all I'm doing is just protecting myself. The same thing anybody else would be doing. I'm speaking for myself the same way anybody else would, okay? So we're going to go ahead and stop there. Take care. Bye.